Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Jamie Kennedy here. Another episode of Hate to Break It to You. World's on fire. Let's start. A lot of things have been happening for me. Cons, at least once a month. I'm almost done for the rest of the year. Next year should be a pretty good year. It's Scream's 30th anniversary. I'll do a lot of cons. Bam. Then, funny you should ask, comes on CBS. Sometimes it comes on Saturdays at 9 o'clock. My pod here comes out every day on Monday, every Monday. I'm going to do more. Leave a comment if you want me to do 2 a week. Stand-up comedy dates. I've got some left. Picking a New Year's date very soon. Doing Jeff Lewis live every couple weeks. And movies. People are like, hey, where have you been? I do movies. I do stuff. I can't help it if it goes out in 2 theaters. I have to get a bigger movie. Sure. But I do movies that I like. I'm about to do a movie this week. 2 scenes with another movie. Adrian Grenay. So I'm out there. I'm just not doing like a big one. I'd like to do a big one, but there's not many big ones being made. But, you know, it's fine. We'll do when we do. So, yes. This is my new movie. I have Namaka out. Namaka's out now. That's completely on streaming. Namaka. Go to namakamovie.com and look at that. And now this other movie just came out as of this recording today, and it's called Portal in the Pines. Let's watch this together.
We saw something crazy in the sky last night.
Dad, look.
Looks like you went over by the old military base.
I knew they was out there messing around with something again. That guard bought that land 6 months ago. Why the hell else would they be out there in the middle of nowhere if they weren't up to no good?
Oh my God.
I saw you talking to that guy in the SUV.
They don't like civilians messing around. Somebody could get hurt.
Bo?
You ever see this much blood within a body?
But what the hell happened here? That's the $1 million question.
Sound like that stuff my dad used to talk about?
Everything in the past and in the future is all existing right now, in this moment.
It's messing with the fabric of our reality.
There are forces more powerful than you or me involved here. These are dangerous men.
They've come to take your son. They've come to take your
Anything
son.
happens to him, I will never forgive him.
Your daddy was right. We're talking real good, Mercy. Right.
You are gonna lose everything.
We are running out of time.
Armageddon is here! It is you! You are the chosen one!
Get out! You're making it worse!
Wait! There's no coming back.
What have you got to lose?
Ooh.
I don't know. Only life as we know it.
Okay. Now, that movie is really good. I'm really excited about it. That was the new model of a new movie. It's about CERN, aliens, portals. The script is incredible. The director's amazing. My buddy, the producer, he's awesome. He's amazing. The star of it, Garrett, is my buddy. We worked together in a few movies. He's awesome. Great actor. And it's a great movie. It was shot in Shreveport. And Shreveport is doing a lot of good movies. I want to tell everyone about a little behind the scenes of this movie. So I do the movie. I'm not going to tell you how long it took me to do that, those scenes. It was quick. I had a fuck ton of dialogue. I was crazy busy. And I didn't have time. And so Alyssa stood off set with the book, and if I couldn't remember, I would yell a line, and she'd yell a line at me. Or I would tape the lines to her. You can tell me when you watch it if you can tell me or that. I had lines in the back of coffee cups. I had lines on actors' bodies. I had lines on toasters. I had a lot of lines. Not the good kind. Now, I was supposed to be old in the movie, and my makeup was supposed to be old, and I don't know if it came off, so I have an old voice, and then so we adjusted the voice to how I look, but I was supposed to look older, so that's why I sound older. But I love the movie. I love the script. The movie was made very economically. I'm not going to tell you how much, but it's a really good movie. You can make a movie for very cheap. The producer that was on set that day, I forget her name. God, remind her name. Put her name in here. She was incredible. The whole team was awesome. The makeup people, the actors, the directors. It really was. The wardrobe. If I'm leaving anybody out, let me know. It was an amazing crew. I love Shreveport. But it's this little movie, and it's good. I mean, so there it is. It's a good little movie about everything we talk about. The script is awesome. And this is the future. You'd make a little movie, and hopefully it blows up. And then you get a big movie. But big movies, you have to fight, and it's all political. They don't care. They don't want you in a big movie unless they think you have enough little movies. Does that make sense? So I've done so much, and you know how it is. It's like you're hot, you're cold, whatever. But I was doing that movie for 2 days in Shreveport. It took me 2 days. And I had a fuck ton of lines. Oh, God, I was just thinking about when I did Trick. My mommy died during the shooting of that movie. That was tough. And that was another 2 or 3 dayer. But you keep going. But that's the trailer. Amazon. Go to Prime. It's $5.99. You can rent it. It's good. And I have another movie coming out called Lunch Hour. That's going to be a festival movie. And I'm about to do another movie right now called Help Me. So there's a lot of good stuff happening. A little there, a little here. I got Wingman, too. Wingman just got into a big festival. That's going to be in February. So we're trying to make movies, man. Whatever. Love you. Next thing.
Guys,
Oh, really? Oh.
So far, not a single name or mention has shocked me.
Oh, liberal tears.
But the way I screamed and threw my phone and ran away yelling, what the fuck, when I heard Noam Chomsky.
Oh, Noam can't be a creep.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh. Yeah. I love it when these libbies, the libs, and I'm not a right. Maybe she's not a lib, but I love it when these types have their mind blown that they're academic, super erudite, arrogant, aggressive mentors are fucking creeps. Oh, yeah, you just think you can be, some church group creep? That's the only creep? No. I love it when their mind's blown that there's creeps. There's creeps everywhere, okay? But I love that they don't think like some academic blowhard is a creep. Noam Chomsky, I don't know enough about him. I know he did some amazing work, but I lost so much respect for the guy when during COVID, he basically said, how do we feed the unvaccinated? We throw food over the fence and put them in a section. So I don't want to speak ill of the passed away, but I didn't appreciate that very much. And a lot of these academic type of dudes, I just want to let you know, are creeps. And everyone just wants to meet women, okay, if you're straight. Let me tell all the women out there right now who are confused by this. Guys want to be with you because that's what the earth is. We need to populate it. So we're led by our science. Okay? That's the science. So they'll do whatever they take. They'll either do a joke, they'll write a song, they'll act in a movie, they'll lift weights, they'll become rich, they'll try to be really funny, they'll neg you, whatever it is. They want to impress females. Or if they're academics, they want to act like they're so smart and they're so above everything. And eventually they want to rub your kneecaps. You understand? So when you're surprised at this, you show me how much you haven't seen in this world, young lady. And it's okay, but just understand that, have a little grace to just know that it's not a left side or a right side thing. Just have a little grace to that everyone could be problematic.
It's the first, right? It's not the last. It's the very first. It's the bedrock of democracy. So come on, we have to resist this.
Now.
What are we resisting?
They're trying to take the First Amendment from us.
Yeah, it's done.
Resist.
Come on now.
Gosh.
Thank you for your time.
It's the first, right? It's not the last. It's
There's
the very
Jane.
first. It's the bedrock of democracy.
Jane, she's doing the scene again. She's 85 years old. She's a legend. Barbarella, she's amazing. She's paranoid. No one's taking your amendments away, Jane. Come on, man. She's saying this from behind a gated wall. I can't tell you this enough. We have to stop using labels. Stop. Gender labels, political labels, sexual labels, race labels. Stop. Are you a good person or are you trash? That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's go to the next one here. I think that football is rigged.
This is the most pathetic penalty you'll ever see called. Check this out. So they throw a little dump off in the flats. So this kid running back and look at him go. He's gonna go all the way. Touchdown. Colorado State's cover and he struts into the end zone. But hold the phone. Right at the end, right? He's gonna strut. Hold the phone. God fucking damn it. And just look. As he struts into the end zone, you'll see the flag come in. And you'll see this penis.
That's crazy. Now, if you want to scream being rigged, let's watch this, okay? Let's go back.
As he struts into the end zone, you'll see the flag come in. And you'll see this penis called unsportsmanlike conduct. For what?
Yeah, for what?
For what?
For what?
A 91-yard penalty negated, look at that guy, because of a strut into the end zone. I don't know about you guys, man. I don't know, but for me, this right here just simply can't be a 15-yard penalty.
Okay, first of all, I just want to tell you this. This proves to me that football is rigged, okay? They won't take the human element out of it because if they do, they won't be able to rig it. Okay, first, if you want to say racist, you could argue that ref was racist. Why else would you call that penalty? The guy was strutting along. They've done that since the history of the game. Ever since I remember watching this game, people have showboated a little bit. He barely did anything. This isn't a sports commentary, by the way. This is a psychology, philosophical commentary. Okay, you're spending your money trying to get ahead, and your money is in the hands of that guy, that ref, who either is an old school, like, they can't celebrate like this, or he has money on the game. But the guy, football should be celebrating, spiking the ball, dancing, screaming. I want to see my football players act crazy. It's football. You get hit in the head. I expect nothing but insanity. Okay, I don't give a fuck if they, go with their arms in the air or, act like they're at the strip club throwing money. I don't care. That's what football is. To act like this is beautiful, like noble sport. No, it's barbaric. And dudes come out with brain damage. And if you're going to exploit them for brain damage, because for your stupid viewing pleasure, then let them do whatever they want. This guy did nothing. That's crazy. Look how crazy that is. That's just crazy. Like, that's crazy. And so now, like, the points are messed up, the spread's messed up because that guy called a penalty. Bullshit. That's insanity. It's insane. It's not real. It's rigged, and you can order. That would be, I could say that's racist. Like, why else would you call that penalty? The guy took 3 steps, so like, boop, boop, boop. Like, nobody can catch me. He changed the run of his gait. It's insane. It's insane. And these guys, well, the integrity. There's no integrity to fucking football. Okay? It's fucking brutal. Stop. Stop. Here's what, and then when you're not watching something brutal, they're showing you a wing commercial that's full of seed oils, okay? That make your fucking arteries like a fucking cement. Is that nice? No. Or they're selling you some drug afterwards in another ad to loosen up the seed oils. Is that fair? No, it's a scum paid on both sides. It's paid on the in, paid on the out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what else? Or they're selling you beer, which 1 is fine, 2 is okay. After that, you're poisoning yourself. Get out of here. Oh, we have integrity. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're robbing the common man of his money and his enjoyment. It's rigged. All sports are rigged at different levels. Understand it. It is rigged. The WWE is the only integral thing in this world because they actually admit they're rigged, and they're not. They're more real than most sports. They might just do it at 70%. If you want an elbow at you full speed, it's going to destroy you. But still, 50% elbow is still going to destroy you. Those guys are just so tough. And they know the right idea of the outcome that they want to have. But to get there is real. It's crazy, man.
You missed the roller skating demo. That must not be easy to do.
It's just not easy on this floor. Of all the places in the world, this is the worst. I'm hot on the street.
Yeah.
And especially where the sidewalk gets wide.
So you know who this is. This is Gallagher. He was one of our greats. I don't want to say he's like Carrot Top. He was Carrot Top before Carrot Top, but he's not. He was his own thing. Just because he had some props, but he was different. Him and Carrot Top are very different. But he was like a big, loud. He was the guy that did the watermelon out into the crowd. He has a little Luigi mustache, but he was huge when I was a kid. But I didn't see him on TV as much as I did on. He was on Showtime, where you would see. Richard Pryor on late night TV and stuff. So it's nice to see him here, but you wouldn't see him as much. But he was huge. You would see him more on pay cable, which I didn't have.
The corner, I can do your tricks on the corner all night.
Yeah.
Good joke.
Chevy don't like it if somebody else gets a laugh.
Yo.
Now just tip your head. It's simple. You ought to be able to get it. Well, it's screwed up for you. You're tangled, Chevy.
You're hard.
Okay, try it now.
Okay, ready?
It's crazy that Chevy's letting him do that much to him. And Gallagher's going for it. I don't know who's the lady there.
Ready? Very good. I didn't think you were...
That's great. That's a great trick. So then everything that you did out there was pretty much set up by machines and stuff?
Okay. Look at Johnny.
Variety is the spice of life. Why should I do what everybody else does? See, everybody else comes out in cheap clothes. I thought I'd do something different.
Who's the lady?
I like it.
Just for the record, I think he's a fine young comedian. I think he's going to go a long way.
For the record, you don't matter.
I can't go head-to-head with that.
Boy, it's nice to be locked into a secure job.
Okay, first of all, there's so much going on here. Okay? There's so much going on here. Okay? Because it's just legends on legends on legends. I think that, I forget that woman. It's not Suzanne Plachette, but it's a legendary sexy lady from the late 70s, early 80s, which, like Jacqueline Bisset or, oh God, what was it, Charlie's Angels? Jacqueline Smith. She was like the classiest, sexiest woman, but class. Ugh. The opposite of today. Class. She could be as wild as she wants behind closed doors. I never knew. But she's so beautiful and classy. That's why my generation is like weirded out by OnlyFans. Do OnlyFans, but just do it behind closed doors. Don't trump it out like you're doing something great. Look up Charlie's Angels again and understand what my generation was raised on. Real beautiful sex appeal. Do you understand? Real women. Sexy, appealing women. In a Halston. You know what a Halston is? Look it up. Class, man. Drinking a bottle of Chianti. One glass. Olives with a twist. Ooh, late night. Tootie toot toot. It's fine. Keep it classy. Not like today. Am I wrong? Tell me when I'm old. Gallagher's a legend. Chevy's a legend and Johnny's a legend, obviously. This is a heavyweight panel right now. Look at that couch. A couch was something I had in my living room as a child, which is why Johnny was the greatest, because it was like our couch. First of all, Johnny just lets people go. He's like Ellen DeGeneres. Why Ellen is a true funny person is when she recognizes funny, she lets other people do the work. They did all the heavy lifting. Johnny didn't have to lift a finger, and he loved it. Also, to let people know, in the early 90s when I started comedy, I wasn't there, but Johnny Carson was often, like once in a while, would go out to the clubs just to watch comedy, to see who was out there, and he would get pretty, he was a teetotaler, and but he would show up and sit in the back. How cool is that at the Improv? Right when I started, I remember saying, "Oh, Johnny was here last night." I was like, "Whoa!" I was open mic. I was signing up for the test out. I wasn't even open. They didn't have open mics. You had to like sign up to test 3 minutes. And I want to say Chevy is one of our greatest leading mans. Natural. He's a true, like when I talk about like erudite and stuff, I'd love to have him on my pod. I don't know if he'd like me or not. He's just such a funny guy, but so smart. He truly is a Harvard Lampoon, fly by the seat of your pants, smarter than everybody in the room. Great looking guy. He's like a rich, like yachting kid. And he was everything. I mean, you know, look like he would, you know, do a bump. Looks like Take Your Girl, funnier than you, better looking than you, taller than you, great actor. He was always going to win. Never, ever, but didn't really try. You know when people act like they're not perturbed? You know, like he didn't get me. Chevy, I don't really think he really was ever bothered. Like he was never bothered. Maybe later in life, people say he got a little ornery, but I mean, he's a legend, so again, he can do it. But I don't know. I've never worked with him. I never met him. I saw him at a con once, but he beelined right to talk to Nev and right by me. And I kind of was like, but you know, he wanted to meet Nev, and that's beautiful. But he's just he's just so funny, and he doesn't do any voices. He can, or characters. He's just him. He's such a unique guy. And look at the different people today that they try to say as, oh, is he Chevy Chase type? You know, no, he's not. There's not the guy from Animal House they tried to build, and he had a little Chevy in him, but he was his own thing, and he was great. I forget his name, but Chevy's Chevy. Great name. Kind of like indifferent in the sense that Rob Lowe also grew up, I think, in New England. His mother was a teacher. James Spader. It was like these three guys are from a different part of America. I want to say it's New England. I'm not sure if Chevy is. Rob is more the kind of the pretty girl, but he's got a good sense of humor about him. James is the well-read, such an amazing actor. They're all great actors. And Chevy's like funny, but they're all three different guys, right? Like, I know who people aspire to, but like those were my dudes. Like those guys, Eddie Murphy, Judd Nelson, but then also Anthony Michael Hall. Like that's where I was formed, and that's Stu. Isn't that interesting, Stu? Chevy, Eddie, Sam Kinison, James Spader, Rob, and who else did I name? With a little bit of Joan Rivers. So I just love that. That was Hollywood. They would get in the Mercedes and go home. Probably go to the smokehouse across the street. Chevy might have, pulled that lady and said, "Hey, I want to go have a martini." I mean, that's what Hollywood is. That's what it is to me. Want to have a martini? What's up? Go back to my place. Look at the sunrise. It's great. That's what it is. That's why we did it. And then Gallagher, who was kind of this outsider who is hilarious, original before Scotty Thompson, before Carrot. And Carrot's very original. And so is Gallagher, super original. And they're all both originals. And probably Chevy was like, thumbing his nose a little bit like, oh, you got to use gimmicks and gags. But Gallagher's, his picture and name is right there, embedded in the store. And you have to be original, come up with this stuff. So what? You use a prop. You still have to be original to think of this and the joke behind it. So, I think it's sad. There's a lot. I don't know Gallagher. I know a buddy of mine was with him in his last days, and he passed away in an apartment in Palm Springs. It's just sad. He stopped performing, I think, later in his years. And it's just tough, man. It's just a tough existence as a comedian because you're bringing joy to so many people, but who's bringing joy to you? It's hard, man. It's hard. I was thinking about this the other day. No matter what I do, like, I've had multiple houses. I've had a Bentley and an Aston Martin at the same time. I've had Maxim models and Playboy models in the same week. Okay? I've made millions of dollars. I've lost millions of dollars. And nothing has ever filled this hole, the hole in your chest, the void. None of it would need to be done if maybe when I was growing up, people told me I was enough or I was mattered. Or I was cute enough, or I was smart enough, or I wasn't. Maybe I was just discarded too much. I had a nice life growing up, but I was always like, oh, that's Jamie. He's crazy. Maybe if I wasn't discarded all the time. But maybe if I was super encouraged and they're like, you did great, I'd be a fucking lame loser. And I'd be wearing Dockers with my blonde wife who's sitting there with a fucking frilly fucking top. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But nothing ever fulfills. And that's what it is. This is what comedians are. I think that's what actors are too. I think you have to just be content with yourself. I don't know. Is anyone ever content? Is anyone content? Do you feel good? Like, can I ask you, like, do you go to bed at night and go, I feel so content with myself. Oh, I've achieved everything. Or do you say, I don't need to achieve anything? It's like, I understand why I did what I did because I was running away from pain. And the pain and the anger fueled me. But then when you realize that and you're standing in it, and you're like, what else am I going to do now? It's the only thing I know. I like money, but it doesn't make you happy. I've traveled everywhere. I like a swing a golf club. I like a nice cheese from Under Cheese or a Gouda cheese. I like good food. I like good conversation. I like to laugh. That's about it. And I like to be appreciated. That was a long riff, but I'm telling you, that's what these guys go through as well. God bless Gallagher. God bless Chevy. God bless Johnny. And God bless the blonde. Hey, everybody, this is Jamie Kennedy, and I'm here to talk to you about something serious. We have a real problem in this country. The problem is with air conditioning, HVAC. Basically, a can of refrigerant, which used to cost $75, is now costing anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. You heard that correctly. This new refrigerant is flammable, toxic, and it has PFAs. You know what those are? Those are forever chemicals. They seep into the groundwater. What we have is outlawed January 1st. And it was supposed to be 15 years to fix this problem. But for some reason, under the Biden administration, it was shortened for America to fix it in 15 months. 15 months. That means we have about 3.5 more months before this is a real problem. So I want you to go, if you can, please, MAACAA.org, okay? And just read about it. It's a paragraph. And just sign it. If we get 20,000 signatures, 30,000 signatures, that will get it in front of President Trump, and he will look at it. And I'm pretty sure he will agree that this is a very weird, corrupt thing that's happening. Go to MAACAA.org, okay? Because this is going to be a problem that affects everybody. Thank you so much.
The thing, too, that really sucks about comedy right now, and I still love doing it and I travel, but remember how we used to, in the 80s, go...
I agree with Patton right here, by the way. I'm even less enjoying it. And I talked to an amazing comedian the other day, and he's like, he just likes to do it because it's like he has fun, but it's like, come on, bro, you did everything. What are you chasing? But I do feel that more and more people are like, why am I dancing for people right now? But
I wish people would take comedy more seriously. Well, we apparently wished for that on a monkey's paw because now comedy is being just looked at under a friggin' microscope, and there's nothing more depressing and dangerous than when people say comedians are our new philosophers and truth tellers. Well, the media
disagree.
This should be our truth tellers. Not if comedians are your truth tellers, then your civilization's about to collapse. You're about to go back into the dark ages because that's when the comedian was the truth teller. It was there so the king could go, yeah, I got a good sense of humor while I'm your daughter and sending your son off to war. Here's Corncob, the farting dwarf. He's going to call me fat. See, we're all even now. Like that is so. These podcasters having Trump on their fucking podcast. Like, see, he's regular. It's like, no, oh dear God, what are you doing? You shouldn't be having politicians on your fucking podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Okay, first of all, these are two greats right here. Okay. Patton is an incredible comic. Jay is an incredible comic. Two different types of comedians, very different, very original. I respect and I love them both. I know Jay more than I know Patton. One of the reasons I wanted to get deeper in my comedy is because of Patton Oswalt. He doesn't know this. He was a guy that would take ordinary subjects and put them through his filter, and he would talk about deeper things in a hilarious way. That's what great comedy is. He's a true original voice. So for him to say that is what? The reasons why comedians have to be the truth tellers is because the establishment lies. Politicians lie. Lawyers lie. Judges lie. Cops lie. Everyone lies. Doesn't mean there's not good politicians, lawyers, cops, all of that. Come on, bro. That's what comedians are. That's our whole job is to go, something's off there. No, it's completely. Corncob the Farting Dwarf is Corncob the Farting Dwarf. It doesn't mean he's not extremely truthful. And yes, there's a diversion while the king was doing horrific things. But to say that's what your job is, right? It's called jester's privilege. Shout out Bill Dawes, who told me that. He could say anything about the king without being beheaded. So I don't know if Patton's living in Brentwood but he's saying these things lately. It's like, dude, you know what's, I don't know. I have to do a show. I'll be on a show with him soon. He has to come on the pod. It's just crazy because Sam Kinison was a truth teller in a hilarious way. Joan Rivers, a truth teller. Robert Klein. Letterman. Pryor, what are you meaning? That's why politicians came on comedians' podcasts, because we were the most relevant. Not me. I wish I had them on. Totally disagree with this take. Totally disagree. It's our job to stand up. You can still, there are comedians that will never be nothing other than corncob. And that's okay. They're straight escape artists. And there's comedians that will be nothing ever than philosophers. Fuck, at the end of George Carlin, I wasn't laughing so much as I was just in awe. But it's still hilarious in that way he described it.
It took me 28 years to realize who's the real villain in The Wizard of Oz. We grew up believing the Wicked Witch of the West is the villain of the story, but is she? Think about it. Her sister gets murdered and her shoes are stolen by Glinda, shoes that are silver in the original story and belong to her mother. And what about Glinda, the good witch of the South? She literally used Dorothy to kill the witch of the East. Not to mention she avoided telling Dorothy she could have used the shoes to go back to Kansas.
You've always had the power to go back to Kansas. I have.
Then why didn't you tell her before?
But rather, she left Dorothy going through the yellow brick road to meet the wizard, who actually left the kingdom right after. And by the end of the movie, by using Dorothy, she eliminated all her competition in the realm of power. So who's the real villain?
That's so good. I love when people examine things from another POV that's right in front of us that we never realized it was there, and I don't know why we didn't see it until now. That's so good. That's like Johnny in Karate Kid, how his whole POV is he's the victim, and Daniel LaRusso is kind of the aggressor. Like, that's so good. Humanizing the other side. It's crazy how we're brainwashed, right? Like, that's a really cool, it's true. She manipulated this little girl, user said, you could always just use them and go back, but I never told you. You went in, took care of all my people, and now I win. That's crazy. Exploiting. They exploited her, Judy Garland, on the set. They exploited her in Hollywood. They exploited her in the movie. They exploited her whole life. And all of them, there's so much shit, grabbing and terrible things on the set. And now she's truly the true victim. Wow. She's probably MK Ultra. God, is everything just going to be exposed? Speaking of women.
Something else you said you'd had it with are minorities in ICE.
I mean, that connects to this, right?
Yeah.
It's like, not only do you have no moral compass, and how many times have you seen these guys? They've got their masks on, so you can't see their whole face. But what you can see, it's like a brown skin tone and a dude who looks like his last name is probably like Lopez or Hernandez or something. It's like, what is wrong with
Racist.
you? Not only do you not have morality,
Those glasses.
apparently you don't have self.
Those glasses, when you see those big, thick, black frames, oh, fucking run. You see those frames and that hair matted down, and she's at the browsing in front of you at the checkout at Arrow One. Get out of there, because you know that's where she's shopping. She's not shopping anywhere else. She's rich, but she is for the people. But she never goes to Vons, and she never buys street meat.
Preservation. I mean, this is
why you're all blonde. I'll explain it. This is 3 blondes.
These people hate you.
They don't hate you. This is you being a blonde.
They hate your family. They hate your kids.
They don't hate your family. They don't hate your kids. You are spreading lies.
They hate your future grandkids.
They don't hate that.
They don't think you belong here.
No,
you're not a quote unquote heritage American. You're never going to belong. And you're the one implementing the violent force against your own community. I just can't wrap my head around that.
Well, you can't wrap your head around it because you're not seeing the whole picture here. Basically, I don't want to get too personal here, but this was very, very hyper aggressive. Basically, in a nutshell, you say that minorities who join ICE, you don't understand it. Because it's not about the color of your skin. It's not about your heritage, okay? It's about criminals. That's all it is. It's criminals. That's it. It's people that want to help keep it safe. That's it. Again, for the 39th time, are there mistakes in some ICE raids? Of course there are. Are they corrected much more than the media says? Of course they are. It's like, this is so divisive lies. Like, oh my God, they have brown skin. The person they're going after has brown skin. How could you go after someone with brown skin as a brown skin? Well, did the brown skin steal something from the bodega? Yes. Well, you can't do it because he has brown skin. What? This is everything that I rail against. Like, it is not there's no one cares about race anymore, lady. No one cares about race. No one cares about gender. Look at how happy these two look. They look so happy. Again, is this an agenda? Or are they actually brainwashed? Like, just look at it. You know, white guys can commit crimes and be bad. Guess who else can? Blacks, gays, trans, Mexicanos, American Indians. Everyone can. Just about cleaning up, man. That needs to be said. Can we say that? Say it with me. Everyone can commit a crime. You don't get a pass because your skin color or your gender. Okay? Good. That's like going, why are there female cops arresting female perpetrators? Don't you know that that's a female? And she has lead press-on nails and you have lead press-on nails? How dare you arrest a female? She's a female. This is not very smart. It's not smart. So again, Corn Cob is coming in with facts. So is Corn Cob crazy or is Corn Cob making a statement here? Should I just rail on everyone and just commit to it and just fucking stop being a pussy? Everyone's so dumb. I should just shout to the internet because I'm not going to get a show. I mean, maybe I could, but I mean, I just have to call. If I'm really call out things, I can't see people going against me except people with brain worms. But when I'm wrong about something or off, I'll admit it, won't I? And this is a great way to end this, but I want you to know this, but I also want you to know this.
Demons want you to complain as much as possible to as many who will listen.
This is all, I believe this is true. Now, don't get all weird and demons and mysticals and all that. Just think about bad energy. Call them demons, call it bad energy, call it whatever. This is fascinating. He's correct, and I have to figure out how to course correct and how I have a healthy appetite here. Let me explain this to you.
Let you. They want you to go on and on and on about how you have suffered and endured injustices.
Yes, that's victim mentality. We don't want that. Kind of what I was just reviewing. There's victim mentality there.
Pain in your past, because it brings joy to them that you're still feeling the negative effects years later and have not forgiven those who hurt you.
And this is based on the Loosh theory again. It's like, and demons are like, yes, give me all that negativity. And it feeds them. I know this sounds crazy, but just imagine it's like a gasoline, and they fuel off of that. And that's why bad energy grows, because it's growing from bad energy. Think of it like that. If you technicalize it, it's not weird. Take the word demon out of it, whatever. If it's like, if you keep breathing out air and less oxygen breathing in, you can have a room full of carbon dioxide. However that makes you feel is how it makes you feel. But it's this, I totally believe this. I totally believe this. It also happens to do with if you can't talk bad about yourself anymore. I've learned this now. It took me about 54 years. I was never a big idiot to myself, but I was to people when they made a mistake, they were so scared to admit it. I would say I'm stupid.
Let it go and continue in victim mode. Remember how much the Israelites complained when they were in the desert. Instead of having a heart of gratitude that they were no longer slaves.
Gratitude's huge.
They could have walked directly into the promised land in just a few days. But because of their complaining, God caused them to stay in the wilderness. And then they all died, except for Joshua and Caleb, in the desert over 40 years because God was tired of hearing them complain. Your complaining will keep you from your promised land of blessings. Have you ever been around a person who complains about everything? It often depresses you as you listen to them talk negatively about people who often have been out of their lives for years.
True.
Eventually it wears on you as it's hard to stay positive anymore.
He's got to be reading
this. Encourage or lift them up.
He's reading
You feel like you have to be negative along with them and languish together in sympathy and pity. You often take on the poor me.
This whole thing is depressing me, but I only watched half of it. I'm not going to watch more. I 100% believe that. You get what you give what you get. You can change your day with just something like this. Gratitude is the biggest thing. I've learned that. I have to be better at it, but it's not what you're not getting. It's what you have. It's like you didn't wake up today and go, oh my God, it's overcast. It's still dry, whatever. It's being gracious, gratitude. The whole negative thing, swimming in it, all that stuff is what we have a big problem in this world, and people live in it. Victim mode, that's the thing. That's why you never grow on for racism, because I was a racist, racist, a victim forever. Atrocities happened, 100 years ago. Oh, this happened. Never let it go. It's like a relationship. The therapist will tell you, okay, he did that shit 4 years ago. If you're going to stay with him, you got to move on. Okay. So it's like, we're all in a relationship with all these things that happen and no one will ever fucking move on. But it's like, okay, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I want a divorce. So I believe that. I think it scares people when you say the word victim and demon mode and all that stuff. Not demon, but it's simple. Positive, gratitude, and really looking at things. It takes time. I am not perfect at it at all. I'm not perfect at all. But I have to work on it. And I'm like, you know what? Today was a good day. Like, literally. Lakers beat the Supersonics. Like, literally. Didn't have to pull it out. It's true. Listen to the words of that. Like, beautiful song, and just the simple things. Fat burger, driving home, no red lights, able to pay your bills, you got a number off a hot chick you like. Simple things. I believe it. Look up the Loosh theory. Listen, guys, subscribe. Please get this video to at least 10,000 views. Come on, man. Help me help you. Peace. Anyone's talking, they're blockers. That's not why I came to Hollywood. Fucking backwards. Bullshit.
I hate to break it to you.